Hello again. We're back with another War League match. This is against Mitch on Team Sangang. Sangang? Sangan? I'm gonna have to get back to you on how that's pronounced, but well, let's get into it. So I'm playing Vayu this time, and well, you can see I've got a classic hand. Now it got a little bit better because we've got Greffer and the opponent just passed. And I know Mitch is a frog player, so I'm assuming at the moment that's what he's on right now. So I'm just trying to go as aggressive as possible because when you're playing Vayu against frogs, you pretty much have to start going at playing as aggressively as you can because otherwise you'll just get outgrinded. So we're trying to take a clear shot at 4K while we have the chance. Just have the fader, which is annoying, but we can just dark end it. And we set MST. It's not going to do much, but it'll serve as a bluff, or we can snipe an end phase chainable that he might set. T sets, we do hit the card in the end phase, pretty good. Just use Greffer again. And yeah, we're just going full aggro, not activating the dark end because it's most likely just going to be Treeborn or dupe, and we want to save the dark end for potential Gores or Tragodia. So, seems pretty good so far. And then he drops Dark to Spirit, which is not very commonly played in frogs these days. I'm not sure why. Like, I know some people are like afraid of playing Dark Dust right now because of Yada, but I don't know, like, it can catch you totally off guard like it caught me off guard here. So now I'm kind of in a awkward spot. I drew a DDV, which could be good. So the thing is, I have to like try to close out the game right now, and he still has the Dark Dust Spirit, and like, since I'm probably gonna lose my monster anyway, since I have DDV set, I may as well go for the silver one now. I was considering just like holding a card in my hand because I have Plague in the grave, so I still have like a Plague follow-up to like a Monarch, but because I have DDV specifically, I want to try to go in, and because it'll put him at 1,000 life points, so that'll make it easier, like if I top deck a Brain Control or something. So instead of going for Dark Dust, he goes for Soul Exchange, which is totally great because there will not be a Monarch summon this turn. So we do hit Fader and a swap. We have the Oppression anyway for the Fader. And now we just win. So we take a quick Game 1 victory. Game 2 is going to be a slog. Like, well, you'll see what I draw for turn. He does his frog things. And I draw the second Vayu. So 2 games starting with 2 Vayus. Love to see it, except we don't have a Greffer, so it's much worse. So, yeah, like, really the options are summon Vayu attack, set Vayu, set a back row. I don't really think attacking with Vayu accomplishes anything right now. Like, I really don't need a Gores drop on me now randomly. Like, it'll just make my bad hand even more bad, even though I do have a Battle Trap and Torrential, but still, may as well set the Vayu, make him think it's a Raikou or Hamster. Try to play around it. And we do have Torrential for hitting a Monarch. He does go for the uni, so we do have to use it then. Which, not the worst thing, but still, you'd rather hit a Monarch. Draw Rug. Still can't really do anything. Don't want to summon the Vayu now, because if we draw Greffer later, I'm gonna hate myself. Does this thing, chains MST, whatever. Goes for swap. Tributes for Vanities, a little bit annoying, but we have Deep Prison, Brain Control for in case we top deck a tribute. Gives also a pretty decent card. Prison, yeah, that's fine. Now we just set the prison, our prison, and hope he does not have a Monarch to get rid of it. Fortunately, he doesn't. And he summons another Fiend. I'm like, well, great. And then I draw the Sirocco. I'm like, okay, could be worse. Alright. He does not flip anything on the attack. So that makes me think either he's holding a Mirror Force or he has a set like Dust Tornado. Because I feel like if he doesn't want me to Caius anything, which this seems like the most likely thing I would take Brain for, then if it was a chainable, he would probably use it. But maybe not. Maybe he would want to wait until I summon the Caius before using a discard trap. But yeah, we just go for a Sirocco and pass. Finally draw a Greffer. At this point, I'm just deciding to... We gotta start pushing, like, we're at 2,800, down on cards, like, Monarch top decks are gonna cook us eventually, so we gotta prevent that from happening, and hopefully the set is just like a dust, well, because MST's gone. So, almost considered putting the Sirocco to defense, but like, I don't know. I don't see too much of a point. Like, yeah, it plays around Mirror Force, but like, Swap Frog can just also attack over it. Then again, he does have 2 gone, so... Yeah, I think I still like going on all in. Like, if it's Mirror, it's Mirror. We still have Burial for follow-up, so... I don't hate it too much. So yeah, he just get a nice Mirror Force for 3. Now he has a sub. Definitely bad spot now because I don't have a Plague in play or anything to like deal with a dupe block. Yeah. I forgot to side out MST, by the way. I don't normally keep this in against frogs, but it's been a while since I've played this matchup, so that happened. So even though I can't out the dupe block right now, I'm just walling up with Armor Master because I don't want him to just like summon, swap, and just keep poking me until I just like die to Caius. And this way, if he has like a Monarch, he can only out 1 Monarch. So it buys me some time. Of course, Darkness Spirit will cook me, but I cannot play around it at this point. He has like 1 Darkness Spirit in his deck and like way more Caiuses and Rises. Does that. That's some cards. We end phase Sniper Raigeki break, so yeah, MST worked out here, even though I'd rather not keep it in. Draw Rhoda. That can send a Plague, but like I kind of want to wait to see more cards before I decide what to send. Like, there's an argument I should just activate it now, get the Arma and deck Finn. Like, I think at that point I would probably have to send the Plague, but then I have like an Arma Knight in attack mode. Yeah, I just feel safer waiting for more cards. Bounce it back. Now I draw another Arma Knight, so at this point I'm like, okay, I have to search the other one so I don't draw it. Yeah. I send Necro here. Just to prevent any, like, funny business of, like, enemy controller or whatnot. Set more cards. We draw a charge. Pretty good. Now we can finally try to out-a-Duplock. Yeah. Not too great mills, like, would have been nice to have the shoot, but Persian's not too strong in this matchup because he's basically just on Frog Monarchs. Like, we're only hitting Substitute and Battle Fader, so not too disappointed to see that milled. And I definitely should have switched this to defense. Like, there's no reason to, because, well, you'll see he rises one of my Armor Masters, and then I do take 1,000, and this kind of puts me in a weird spot because now I'm just dead to Akaias. So definitely a mistake putting that, not switching the Armageddon to defense. Another Raikou. And now I'm like getting kind of low that I don't want to flip Raikou right now and just leave it in attack mode. Like, we do have a Necro Gardener now, but I'd rather just not put the Raikou face up. We do go for the Arma to deck then for the Plague, because now we can attack over his stuff. And now I get the feeling he's got like a Dust Tornado or something, because he's not flipping anything up. Sirocco would be pretty bad, but we have Necro. And we just keep drawing flips. Definitely not the most ideal situation against frogs. Well, but at this point, it's mostly just bodies to try to help me not die. He breaks that. It's okay. Now we just switch to defense mode, set another Raikou. Torrential would be pretty ruinous, but if we're forcing him to TT himself, then yeah, I don't think we're in a position to play around TT, I'll be honest. We're too low. We have to try to build up our defense. Yep, now he's got Soul Exchange for the Ryza that we know that he had. At this point we stack. At this point we're trying to go for a Thought Ruler. Basically so that we're not like in the danger zone. Doesn't do anything. And Mirror Force is gone, so making Thought Ruler seems much, much better. So we do get a nice 2400. We set a hamster. And that goes through, so we're really chilling now. Dark Armed, Mega Dead. This time I'm not really setting anything else because I really don't want to get blown out by Torrential. That's not Torrential, but he'll have it eventually. So somehow this game turned out from being in a terrible spot to being like in a really good position. He rises that, and that's okay. We do have a Raiko. Pretty good draws. There's the dust. Does hit the solemn, unfortunately. Unfortunately, he does not have a Caius for my set monster. Yeah, a little bit annoying. Now I'm getting kind of nervous because I'm getting very low on monsters. But I do know that I still have a return from a different dimension in my deck, and now this Raiko's definitely not what I want to see. I'm not trying to mill anymore. He does have the Kais, but thankfully we draw our second rug. And here's our WinCon return. Now we're just praying he doesn't draw Heavy Storm, because he's also gone pretty far in the deck, and there has not been a Heavy Storm. But we just have to pray. Unfortunately, he doesn't have it. Okay, so we tribute for Fiend. Try to bait any back row. Now we go for the return because Torrential and Mirror are gone. Yeah, I think these are the best cards to bring back because we can make 2 synchros. Does live off the roar, but it's fine. We'll just make Stardust and Goyo, and that should be it. Yep. We win with 3 cards left in our deck against a very bad matchup. So, and also just opening not so great. So, pretty good stuff. Okay, well, that's going to be it for me. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.